From marvelously playing Max Mayfield on Season 4 of Stranger Things to starring alongside Dylan O'Brien in Taylor Swift's famous All Too Well 10-minute version short film to starring in The Whale, Sadie Sink has been on fire this year, and we're all for it. Now she's done it again by landing herself a spot on the cast of Berlin Nobody. Stick with us if you want to know all the details. Anyways, let's dive in. First up, what's Berlin Nobody about? Berlin Nobody is actually based on a book by Nicholas Hogg that was released back in 2015 in Tokyo. In the book, the main character, Ben Monroe, a social psychologist, goes back to Tokyo after a failed marriage in search of his past lover, Koju. Reluctantly, his estranged teenage daughter, Mazzy, also flies all the way from California to join him. And on the flight, she meets a mysterious man who is a cult survivor and tells her a powerful tale about beauty and obsession. As Ben goes deeper and deeper into the underworld in search of Koju, Mazzy, and the mysterious man, he also gets involved and the book takes a dangerous direction. Now, we're not fully sure how much the movie will be following the book, but we do know that there are some changes. The most obvious one is that it's not based in Tokyo anymore. Now it's in Berlin, Germany. We also know that Ben Monroe goes to Germany to investigate a local cult that was connected to a pretty disturbing event in the German capital. Whether this will be linked to his past lover, we're not sure. Also, Mazzy, who will be played by our lovely Sadie Sink, will be following pretty much the same outline as in the book. That is, she meets a mysterious local boy who has ties to the cult Ben Monroe is investigating. He'll be introducing her to the city's underground party scene, but maybe with ulterior motives, because soon Mazzy finds herself in great danger, and Monroe races against the clock to save her. Next up, how did Sadie Sink land the role? Shockingly, Sadie wasn't the first person in line to play Mazzy on Berlin Nobody. Way back at the start of this year, it was actually announced that Kiernan Shipka will be playing the role. For those of you who don't know, Shipka is famous for her role on Netflix's The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which is based on the classic Archie comic Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but with a new and darker touch to it. Honestly, Kiernan Shipka was a pretty good fit for the role, so it came as a surprise for all of us when we found out that she dropped out of the role. While it's been said that Shipka had to go for unknown reasons, it has been recently revealed that she will be starring along with Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans in the holiday comedy action Red One, which will be produced by Amazon. It looks like she traded one role for the other. According to The Rock, the movie is pretty much Hobbs meets Miracle on 34th Street. Oh well, Kiernan Shipka's loss is Sadie Sink's win. After Shipka backed out of the role, the next person the casting team called was Sadie, who honestly couldn't be a better pick for the role. Dark themes, estranged daughters, Sink's done it all. That too with nothing short of perfection. She was recently at the Venice Film Festival for the debut of her latest movie, The Whale, where she killed it on the red carpet. When she got the call for the role, it was only a short distance from Venice to Berlin to start working on her new role in Berlin Nobody. Moving on, who else is in the cast? The cast is nothing short of elite, not just because Sadie Sink is now on the team, but because of the amazing actors playing the other characters too. For example, Ben Monroe will be played by Eric Bana, who is famous for the comedy drama The Castle, and starring in the biographical crime film The Chopper. He was also in the 2003 Hulk movie. Other than that, rising German actor Jonas Dassler will be playing the mysterious boy Mazzy meets and gets involved with. He recently got his breakthrough on The Golden Glove. Even cooler, we recently found out that Blade Runner 2049 Sylvia Hooks will also be joining the cast. She will be playing the role of Nina, an intriguing local who helps Ben Monroe in his research and gets close to him and his daughter Mazzy. As the situation gets out of control, Nina will be helping Monroe race against the clock to save his daughter. With this ensemble of actors, we're sure this movie will be nothing short of a masterpiece. Not to mention it's going to be directed by Jordan Scott, who previously worked on the 2011 psychological thriller Cracks, which starred Eva Green and Juno Temple. Finally, when can we expect to watch Berlin Nobody? Right now, there's no set release date for the movie, especially considering considering that it just started going underway in the German capital. This is going to be at least a year in the making, so we're expecting it to debut in 2023 or 2024. Considering that Sadie's most likely going to start filming for the final season of Stranger Things next year, we can only hope that they'll wrap this up fast, so we don't have to wait any longer than we have to finally find out if Max Mayfield is okay or not. For their production company Scott Free Productions, Scott's father, renowned filmmaker Ridley Scott, and Michael Pruss will produce Berlin Nobody. Jonas Katzenstein and Maximilian Leo will produce for Augenschein Film Production. Also, Jonathan Sawbuck of Augenschein will executive produce alongside Georgina Pope. The film's international sales are being handled by Augenschein and Protagonist Pictures, who previously worked together on the German survival thriller The Dive. Now moving on to other news. First up, Stranger Things writers share unexpected Season 5 news on Twitter. The writers of the popular sci-fi series Stranger Things have announced that Season 5 will be its final season, and it looks like it's not going to be as long as most people had been hoping for. On August 2nd, a tweet from their official Twitter account with a picture of a whiteboard with the words Stranger Things written on the top and the number 5 behind it marked day 1 of writing the show's finale. But the thing that stood out to most fans and sparked a range of emotions from them was the one with a grid written on it and 8 episodes listed at the top. Just 8 episodes. Most fans weren't happy, especially considering how the last 3 episodes of Season 4 of the show were full-on movies in terms of length. For specificity, the show's 7th episode lasted an hour and 40 minutes, its 8th episode an hour and 27 minutes, and its final episode a whopping 2 hours and 22 minutes. But the Duffer Brothers have shared that they aren't looking to have as long run times as they had in the last season. We're trying to return to the simplicity of the structure in Season 1, with a bigger scale and scope, except for the finale, which I'm expecting will be pretty massive, Matt shared. At least the finale will be huge. Next up, Taylor Swift serves a drop-dead gorgeous look on TIFF red carpet with Sadie Sink. At the 2022 Toronto International Film Festival, Taylor Swift and Sadie Sink caught everyone's eyes as they walked the red carpet together, looking nothing short of stunning. At the event on Friday, September 9th, the 32-year-old singer-songwriter dazzled in a floor-length tan dress with gold sequins. The Shake It Off singer's dress straps, which were made of gold chains and draped over her neck, shoulders, and upper arms, gave the elegant outfit a playful edge. For her part, Sink looked stunning in Everything by Stella McCartney. The Stranger Things actress wore a matching bralette in place of a top and accessorized her look with shiny black platform shoes and an oversized rust-colored suit with diagonally fading lines. With their hair in free waves, minimal jewelry, and natural makeup, both women looked chic as hell. Taylor Swift is attending the Toronto Film Festival to screen her directorial debut, All Too Well, the short film, in which Sink acts opposite Dylan O'Brien. At the MTV Video Music Awards last month, the trio brought home 3 awards, including Best Long-Form Video, Best Direction, and Video of the Year. And finally, Halle Bailey shines in first teaser for Disney's The Little Mermaid. Since the movie's announcement, fans have been eagerly waiting for footage from Disney's live-action adaptation of The Little Mermaid. At the D23 Expo, the company released its first teaser trailer, and it did not disappoint. We get a preview of the brilliantly illustrated underwater world in the teaser, as well as the first look of Halle Bailey as Ariel from Grownish. Let's face it, Bailey kills Part of Your World when she sings it briefly. The Little Mermaid may be Disney's greatest live-action rendition to date, if the teaser is any sign. Prince Eric is played by Jonah Hauer-King, while King Triton is portrayed by Javier Bardem. Also, Melissa McCarthy is Ursula. Sebastian is voiced by David Diggs. Flounder by Jacob Tremblay, and Scuttle Aquafina. The movie, which was directed by Rob Marshall, will have 4 brand new songs from legendary Disney songwriter Alan Menken and Lin-Manuel Miranda. These 4 tracks will complement the well-known tunes from the animated picture from 1989, which was created by Menken and the late Howard Ashman. We can't wait. That's a wrap for this video. See you at the next one.